Hi everyone, in this part we are going to discuss about how the compounded values of few measurements acting on the CROMTON stock. It is under the consumer durables. When we see this one in these compounded values, first one is the profit, the second one is the sales growth, the third one is the ROE, and the fourth one is the price. As I said, instead of analyzing and stack individually, it would be better it can be analyzed with its competitor. In this case, we can take DIXON as a competitor with CROMTON, how these two are performing over the years using these compounded values we are going to see. For the compounded profit of 10 years, we don't have data for CROMTON. At the same time, it is 40% for DIXON. That means when we compounded the total profit growth for the last 10 years, it is 40% per annum as a compounded value for DIXON. A great profit DIXON is getting. When we see it for the last 5 years, CROMTON has 15% profit growth. At the same time, DIXON has 32%. It is more double the CROMTON, but at the same time, when we compare with the 10 years, it is a little bit reduced. So, for the past and the up to 60 years, the profit rate is very good for DIXON, but there is a change in the 5 years value, and it again improved in the last 3 years. It is 44%. So the compounded annual profit rate for DIXON is 44% for the last 3 years per annum. So it is a great profit. At the same time, the CROMTON has only 13%. Last year, the profit is minus 21% for CROMTON. Declined value for the profit. We should not see only the profit because they might have set aside some value, some financial amount, some other activities. So we need to analyze other measurements also to see the profit. And here it is DIXON, it is 38%. They are maintaining their profit for even the last year also. So the profit wise, DIXON is doing very good. In the sales growth, as for CROMTON, we don't have any value for the 10 years, but the DIXON has 34%. So the compounded value for per annum is 34%. So the last 10 years they may got a great profit. When we compounded it, smoothed away it is 34%. That is maintained for the 5 years also. The sales growth is, they are doing the same kind of sales growth for the 5 years value also. But the CROMTON has only 7%, and it is reduced to 6% when we are compared to 3 years. At the same time, for the DIXON, the sales growth is great. It is 53% per annum for the last 3 years when smoothed away. And last year it is 7% for CROMTON and 23% for DIXON. And anyhow, the CROMTON maintains at the level of 6%, but the sales growth for DIXON is volatile. Now it is 23%. When we compare with another one measurement, that is return on equity, ROE, we don't have any value for CROMTON for 10 years, but at the same time DIXON it is 23%. When we see the DIXON value for the last 10 years, 5 years, 24 years, the 3 years and the last year, there is not much volatility. It is maintaining around 23-24% ROE per annum compounded. So it is maintaining its return on equity. In the case of CROMTON, for the 5 years when we compounded, it is 35% per annum. For 3 years when we compounded, it is 32%. For last year it is 26%. So it is somewhat Initially it gives a great ROE, return on equity. However, it is reduced in recent year. Then we will move to the stock price, another one measurement. We don't have value for both CROMTON and DIXON for the 10 years. For 5 years, the price growth is 5% per annum compounded, that means smoothed away. The volatility is smoothed away. But for DIXON, the stock price has increased 35% per annum smoothed away, and the volatility will be taken away. So, but it is 59% growth in 3 years for DIXON, but for CROMTON it is 13%. Last year, both stocks are reducing their values, the market price value. It is minus 21% for CROMTON. DIXON has minus 34%. So we have to, when it is dipping down, we can find out whether is it an opportunity to buy the stock as an investment. We have to analyze this one with other measurements also. When we compare these two stocks, it is always better to analyze the other measurements. For example, the PE for CROMTON is 36.5. It is less than the industrial level 56 to 57%. So it can be considered undervalued stock, and we can buy. But at the same time, we need to analyze other measurements before coming into any decision. And then the DIXON has a value of 72.4%. It is more than the industrial level, so it may be considered overvalued. So we should not buy this one. That kind of decision we may think, but we need to analyze other measurements also to come out with a proper decision. The ROE is 26.3 for CROMTON and 21.9 for DIXON, more or less equal. And ROCE is 23.8% for CROMTON and 22.5% for DIXON. But in case of dividend yield, CROMTON has given 0.8%. At the same time, DIXON has given 0.07%. If you are an investor and you are interested in getting dividend yield, then the CROMTON would be better than the DIXON. So this kind of decision we can take based on other measurements also. So we should wait and see how the other measurements for these two stocks. Thank you. Let us see in our next video.